friends, good morning. It's Teacher Nicole here. Today is the first day of the month of June. Es el primer día del mes de junio. And we made a new calendar for June. Hemos hecho un nuevo calendario para junio. June's kind of an exciting month because it's the end of school and the beginning of summer. Es el fin del año y empezamos con el verano. So today is June number 1 and it's Monday, lunes, el número de uno. Now, it's kind of an exciting week because on Thursday we're going to have a parade. Nosotros vamos a tener un desfile de carros para celebrar. Nosotros, we're going to celebrate this year, each other, our community, and it's going to be a lot of fun. All your teachers are going to come to the neighborhood and we're going to be in our cars and we're going to drive down the street. We're going to honk our horns and play music and wave to you guys and say hello and to celebrate all the hard work that you guys have been doing. Vamos a celebrar este día con un desfile de carros. Todos los maestros van a venir a la comunidad y vamos a conducir por las calles y decir hola a todos nuestros amigos. So on this day 4 at 4 o'clock, el día 4 a las 4, I want you and your grown-ups to come outside and wave to us. I'm going to send you a map where you can see where we're going to drive and so that you can come out and say hello. Te voy a mandar una mapa por el email para que ustedes me pueden saludar y decir hola a all your teachers. A lot of us are going to be there. And then, so that's Thursday. Eso será el jueves. We have no school Friday, no school Saturday, no school Sunday. And then this last week, 8, 9, 10, and 11, that's going to be our last week of school. Eso será nuestro último semana. So we're going to do a video on the 8th and the 9th. And then on the 11th, I'll tell your parents about it, but they can come and pick up some of your stuff from school. So we're wrapping it up. Ya estamos terminando el año. For some of us, it feels too soon. Para uno de nosotros, siente demasiado cerca. And for others, it seems like it's been a long time and we're ready. Y vamos a sentir que ha sido demasiado tiempo y que estamos listos. So that's what today is. We're really hoping that June is going to bring a lot of change. Estamos esperando que el junio vas a traer mucho cambio. Us grown-ups, we've had kind of a hard weekend. Los adultos hemos tenido un fin de semana difícil. We've had a lot of big feelings happening. And I don't know if you've been seeing them at your house or not. But I want to kind of talk a little bit about it with you. Because feelings are important and it's important to talk about the feelings. And so I think that's what I'm going to do. Yo quiero hablar un poquito sobre qué está pasando en nuestro mundo, la clima que está pasando y los sentimientos que estamos teniendo. So I don't know if you knew this or not. Yo no sé si usted sabía eso o no, pero grown-ups like me, your mom and dad, your aunties, your grandparents, we all have feelings too. Todos nosotros, los adultos, tenemos sentimientos también. And we get big feelings. Y tenemos grandes emociones. And sometimes those big feelings are so big that it's kind of like we want to explode. De vez en cuando queremos explotar porque son tan grandes. And so if your grown-ups are watching the TV or looking at Twitter and Facebook y están ahí mirando todo en las noticias, you might have noticed that people are having really big feelings right now and they are mad. Because the world isn't always fair. El mundo no siempre está justo. And unfortunately, for a lot of us, the world is not fair because of the color of our skin. Y para muchos de nosotros, el mundo no está, no es justo por el color de nuestro cuerpo. Okay? We talk about this all the time, how we all have beautiful skin colors and we're all different. right? And every single one of us has a different color, and it's a beautiful thing. But sometimes not everybody thinks that. De vez en cuando todos no piensan eso. And this weekend we had a big tragedy. Something really sad happened, and a man was killed, and he was killed by people that were supposed to protect us. Okay? And he was killed because of the color of his skin. He wasn't given a fair chance. And that's made a lot of us very angry, because it's not the first time. And it's not going to be the last time. But it was time for the world to stop and listen. And so a lot of times, like with us, when we are having these really big feelings, right? And we need to be listened to, and nobody's listening, and we just don't know how to get people to listen. What do? How do we do those feelings? Sometimes we yell, and we scream, and we say mean, hurtful things. De vez en cuando tenemos emociones grandes y nadie está escuchando a nosotros, la única cosa que podemos hacer es gritar y decir cosas malas y tener esas emociones grandes. And not everybody thinks that that's okay. Todos no piensan que eso está bien. But they're feelings. And are feelings okay to have? Absolutely. And what's more important is that, just like in class, when people are having big feelings, we give them space. Igualmente, cuando estamos en la clase y alguien tiene emoción grande, lo damos un poquito de espacio, right? And we make sure that we're all safe. And we listen. And if people's feelings and their amygdalas are going so wild that they start breaking things and destroying things or throwing things, we give them that space to be mad. We stay safe. And then we come together as a family and we help clean up and we help to rebuild our classroom, right? And then when we're done rebuilding the classroom, we all sit down as a group and we talk about what happened. And we talk about our feelings. Okay? And then the magic happens, because then when we're talking about our feelings, we start thinking about new ways that we could help somebody, right? We come up with different solutions to our problems. And we work as a group to do that. We work together, all of us, right? Everybody's involved. The people that were mad are involved. The people that were hurt are involved. The people that stood back and just watched and stayed safe are involved. The whole classroom, the whole family, we all do it together. And it doesn't matter if one person was mad or if a bunch of people were mad. It's all the same, right? Because one person is important enough to stop and figure out how to solve the problem. So right now, the whole world is mad. Todos están emocionados ahorita. And right now, people are going in the streets and they are yelling and they are chanting. Some people are just sitting and being quiet and honoring the life of George Floyd and all the other men and women that have died. And some people are just so mad that they are breaking stores and windows and cars, and they're lighting fires. And that feels pretty scary, right? Because that doesn't feel like control. And in school, we learn and we work really hard on how to control ourselves. And so when the whole world is so mad, and then there's people out there that are breaking things and they're not in control. We have to figure out what to do next, because is their feelings okay? Yeah. Should they be breaking things? Probably not. But if they're that mad right now and that's what they are doing, then we're going to give them the space to do that. And then our job is to come together afterwards and talk about those feelings and figure out what it is that we need to do next. How are we going to solve the problem? Right? And right now that problem is that people are being treated differently because of the color of their skin, right? And we have to tell the world that Black lives matter, because they do. And we need to make sure that people understand and learn that. And that's really hard because we're just little kids, right? How are we going to do that? The truth is, I don't know. What I do know, though, is that we're going to do it together like a community. Okay? Everybody is saying enough. Todos están diciendo que es demasiado. Que no podemos seguir así. We cannot go on like this. So we have to change it. And that's what we're going to do. And it's going to take a lot of hard work. Just like it takes a lot of hard work for us to learn how to calm our bodies, right? We do that with brain breaks. We do that by taking deep breaths. We do that by saying, hey, these feelings are okay. And it's okay that I'm mad. And I can go and I can be mad in my space. But I still have to learn how to respect all my friends' space, right? And the whole world is learning this lesson with us. And we're going to work together to do that, okay? So all these scary things that you're seeing on TV, I want you just to remember that people are angry and they have the right to be angry, because none of this is okay. We are a beautiful rainbow of people, right? We are all different colors. And we are all gorgeous, and we are all kings and queens and princesses, right? We are all of those things. And we are all important. But when some people aren't being looked at as important, it is our job to remind everybody that yes, Black lives matter. And that doesn't mean that no one else's lives matter. And that doesn't mean that no one else's lives matter. That just means that right now, that's whose voice we need to help get heard. I have a book that I want to read to us today. It's by one of my personal heroes. His name is Barack Obama. He used to be our president. And he wrote this book to his daughters. And it's called Of Thee I Sing. And it's a letter to my daughters, is what he says. And he says, have I told you that America is made up of people of every kind? And I love this book so much, and I just want to share it with you guys today, okay? I think it's an important day. Every day is an important day for it, but today it really just spoke to me. Barack Obama, Of Thee I Sing, a letter to my daughters, illustrated by Lauren Long. Let's see if I can open it. Now, in this book, we're going to meet all sorts of really cool, important people from our history. And these are all people that worked hard to make some sort of change, whether it was social change or artistic change or intellectual change, which is like thinking, and academics, like school change. All sorts of different things. Baseball, changes in baseball. Yeah, anyways, okay. Have I ever told you how wonderful you are? How the sound of your feet running from afar brings dancing rhythms to my day? How you laugh and sunshine spills into the room? Have I told you that you are creative? A woman named Georgia O'Keeffe moved to the desert and painted petals, bone, bark. She helped us see big beauty in what is small, the hardness of stone and the softness of feather. Have I told you that you are smart? That you braid great ideas with imagination? A man named Albert Einstein turned pictures in his mind into giant advances in science, changing the world with energy and light. Have I told you that you are brave? A man named Jackie Robinson played baseball and showed us all how to turn fear to respect, and respect to love. He swung his bat with grace and strength of a lion and gave brave dreams to other dreamers. Have I told you that you are a healer? Sitting Bull was a Sioux medicine man who healed broken hearts and broken promises. It is fine that we are different, he said. For peace it is not necessary for eagles to be crows. Though he was put in prison, his spirit soared free on the plains, and his wisdom touched the generations. Have I told you that you have your own song? A woman named Billie Holiday wore a gardenia in her hair and sang beautiful blues to the world. Her voice, full of sadness and joy, made people feel deeply and add their melodies to the chorus. Have I told you that you are strong? A woman named Helen Keller fought her way through long, silent darkness. Though she could not see or hear, she taught us to look and listen to each other, never waiting for life to get easier. She gave others courage to face their challenges. Have I told you how important it is to honor others' sacrifices? A woman named Maya Lin designed the Vietnam Veterans Memorial to remember those who gave their lives in the war, and the Civil Rights Memorial to thank the many who fought for equality. Public spaces should be filled with art, she thought, so that we can walk amidst it, recalling the past and inspired to fix the future. Have I told you that you are kind? A woman named Jane Addams fed the poor and helped them find jobs. She opened doors and gave people hope. She taught adults and invited children to play and laugh, and their spirits grow wide. Have I told you that you don't give up? When violence erupted in our nation, a man named Martin Luther King Jr. taught us unyielding compassion. He gave us a dream that all races and creeds would walk hand in hand. He marched and he prayed, and one at a time opened hearts and saw the birth of his dream in us. Have I told you that you are an explorer? A man named Neil Armstrong was the first to walk on the moon. He watched the world from way up high, and he watched his lunar landing leaps, which made us brave enough to take our very own big, bold strides. Have I told you that you are inspiring? A man named Cesar Chavez showed farm workers their own power when they felt they had none. The people were poor but worked hard and loved the land. Cesar picketed, prayed, and talked. The people listened to their hearts and marched for their rights. Si se puede, Cesar said. Yes, you can. Have I told you that you are part of a family? A man named Abraham Lincoln knew that all of America should work together. He kept our nation one and promised freedom to enslaved sisters and brothers. This man of the people, simple and plain, asked more of our country, that we behave as kin, and kin means family. Have I told you to be proud to be an American? Our first president, George Washington, believed in liberty and justice for all. His barefoot soldiers crossed wintry rivers, foraging ever on. He helped make an idea into a new country, strong and true, a country of principles, a country of citizens. Have I told you that America is made up of people of every kind? People of all races, religions, and beliefs, people from the coastlines and the mountains, people who have made bright lights shine by sharing their unique gifts and giving us the courage to lift one another up, to keep up the fight, to work and build upon all that is good in our nation. Have I told you that they are all a part of you? Have I told you that you are one of them and that you are the future? And have I told you that I love you? And I do. I love each and every single one of you. This book is really important right now because history, which means the past, has a way of repeating itself. It's like a pattern. It kind of does the same thing over and over again. And the only way that we can change that pattern is if we listen, right? And we learn. And then we find solutions to our problems and we work to change them. Okay? Just like George Washington, right? He believed in liberty and justice for all. He thought that everybody should have the same rights, just like Abraham Lincoln. Just like Abraham Lincoln did, right? He didn't think that the color of your skin made you any different, and he thought we should all be free and be treated the same. And we're still having that conversation, right? We're still talking about the same thing, even though we were talking about it way back there. So it's time to start listening again to work on making changes, right? Cesar Chavez, this might be somebody that a lot of us have heard about in our house. And si se puede, yes, you can. Yes, you can make change. And when they say that he picketed and prayed and talked, he was having rallies and protests, just like they're having in our streets today. Funny enough, we had 2 astronauts go to space just the other day. We're doing it again. And guys, here we have Martin Luther King Jr. And we are having the same marches that he had 50 years ago, right? We're still fighting for the same equality. And so I know for me, I am going to do my best to stop, think, and listen, right, to what people are telling me. And then join and help become part of the solution, not the problem. So today I want you to give all your grown-ups big hugs, because we need them. Okay, things are kind of hard. But give each other big hugs, please. All right, I want you to stay safe. I want you to, whatever you hear in your houses that's happening, just remember feelings are okay. It's okay to have big feelings. It's also okay to, once those big feelings pass, to figure out how to fix our problems, right? All right, you guys, I love you. I miss you, and I'm going to see you tomorrow.